Capadonna. Number 23, Hannah Hodge. And number 52, Gracie Hackett. To number 30, Lexi Beef. Number 10, Danica Phillips. Number 5, Montana Phillips. Number 11, Jesse Gardner. Number 4, Jake McCuck. And number 99, Lauren Sikora.
Pleasant good evening, friends, and welcome to a playoff edition of New Waverly Softball here on SHN Sports. Thanks for joining us as we are live from Splendora High School tonight. It is New Waverly, the Lady Dogs, battling the Danbury Lady Panthers as the starting lineup's getting called right now, and we'll have the call for you here tonight and also tomorrow as well. So again, thanks for tuning in and looking forward to a good matchup here this evening. For those of you out there on the stream, feel free to send comments. Let us know where you're listening from tonight. We always love to hear from you. I'm Rob Hipp, excited to bring you this game as we are covering New Waverly throughout this playoff run.
Number 1, Presley Gladden. And number 11, Leslie Namkin. And now, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem as we're set to get started here in just a few moments. And I want to remind you tonight that this coverage is made possible by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions Player Development. Robert Lindemann. Visit them online at HITTSSolutions.com. Again, Robert Lindemann and HITTSS Solutions Player Development, bringing you New Waverly softball here throughout this playoff run. We'll cover it as long as we can, as long as we have the video rights to do so. And again, welcome in, sit back and relax and enjoy a good evening of softball here in Southeast Texas. There are some storms in Central Texas. Not expected to make an impact here, though, until later tonight. So hopefully we'll get through this game very quickly so we don't have to worry about that as this night goes on. Again, if you're out there, we'd love to hear from you. Send those comments. Let us know you're out there, and we'll get to them tonight. We did get a little bit late over here due to some accidents in the Conroe area, but Nathan Height, my good friend from Georgetown, making his way up, and appreciate Nathan being here next to me. It's been, over a year now, I believe, that Nathan and I haven't been able to work together, and Nathan helps with production behind the scenes as well. And good to be back here and very proud to represent New Waverly community and these Lady Dogs. The warm-up pitch is getting started as Danbury will start things here in the first in just a few moments. We're still about a minute or so away from game time. We'll have those lineups here in just a few moments for you. Again, that information was coming up to us a little bit late here this evening. For Danbury, they will get started with Madison Kerrigan at left field, Savannah Hinken at center field. Frankie Brazel will have short tonight. Riley Jamison batting fourth as a designated player for the hour as short. Then it's Jenna Penn tonight here getting the start as she is on inside the circle. Go, Mal. First pitch on the way. This one a little high up into the back of the net. And the early count here to get started is 0-1. Next pitch here, this one up to the circle, throw over to first, and we're one away on the second pitch.
Up next, number 2, Savannah Henkin.
In the circle, it's Presley Gladden there at the circle, coming up here, batting second now. Savannah Henkin, she is the center fielder. Pitch on the way. Clips that corner on the left side for a strike. The count at 0-1, one away, no score, just underway here. It's New Waverly versus Danbury. Next pitch on the way. That one off the bat as well. Another tip, 0-2 count. Here's the delivery from the left hand. This one fouled in the back of the net. And we'll keep it at 0-2 and one away. Here's the next pitch. It's a little high upstairs to the outside. First ball here in this game. The count at 1-2, one away. Delivery here, swung around, she'll go over and out at first for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down quickly here for the Lady Dogs. And the third batter now for Danbury.
Number 22, Frankie Brazel.
And it is Frankie Brazel. First pitch low out. Early count here on the third batter, 1-0, 2 away. Here's the next pitch. This one a little bit too far to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. Here's the next pitch. That one clipping the corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch from the left. This one tipped into the backstop. That'll even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 2 away, no score, just underway here in the top of the first. Here's the 2-2 from the circle. This one right back to the circle, throw over to first. And it's a quick 3 up, 3 down for your Lady Dogs with a good start here in the opening round of the playoffs. We'll step aside, take a break, and we will have the bottom of the first coming up when we come back. This is Lady Dogs Softball on SHN Sports.
First at the bat for the Lady Bulldogs, number 7, Kendall Bingham.
Welcome back at it as we are through half an inning, getting started here in the bottom of the first. No score. Thanks for joining us here on SHN. New Waverly, Danbury. New Waverly Lady Dogs at bat for the first time, leading off the second baseman, Kendall Bingham. There's the first offering from the right hand. Just too close to the inside. 1 ball, no strikes on the first pitch. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss to bring it even at 1-1. Kendall Bingham, the second baseman here for the Lady Dogs. On a 1-1, here's the delivery. Dropped in for the strike. Good pitch there, brings it to 1-2. Again, no outs here in the bottom of the first. Lady Dogs, first batter here, Kendall Bingham. Here's the next pitch. This one should drop, and it does, and that's a leadoff single for the Lady Dogs as Bingham will get on, and she is the first batter on for either team here tonight. Take us to the first baseman, second in the order, Lily Colley. Jenna Penn in the circle here for Danbury. The bottom of the first, no outs. Second batter for the Lady Dogs, Lily Colley, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1.
Girl.
0-1 pitch, showing bunt. This one rolls down, trying to get over to first. Won't get there in time, but the runner will advance. Into second. May have marked her safe there at the last moment, so she did get on. So runners now at 1 and 2. So good job by Lily Colley to get on over at first. Back-to-back hits for the Lady Dogs, puts them at 1 and 2. No outs down to the third batter. It's the pitcher, Mally West. Mally in the left-handed box. Runners on 1 and 2 for the Lady Dogs. No score here in the bottom of the first. Here's the offering from the right hand. Swung on, tip into the back of the net. The count at 0-1. Next delivery too far to the outside. Gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to try to advance over to third. And she is safe. So Bingham will advance over to third. Colley at second. The Lady Dogs still with no outs here on a 1-1 count. Mally West at bat. Jenna Penn still trying to settle inside the circle here. Again with the Lady Dogs runners at 2 and 3. Here's the pitch on the way. This one to the outside. Brings it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Still no outs here for New Waverly. Two ones high to the outside. Now make it 3 and 1. Beautiful night sitting in here in Splendora. Just a few clouds starting to grace the sky. Some of those storms from central Texas should be rolling in a couple of hours. No wind either. This one, right down the middle on the 3-1, drops back. That should bring in 2. New Waverly gets on the board first, trying to come around, bringing it in, all the way home. And how about that for the Lady Dogs? It's a 2 RBI triple from Mally West. And New Waverly on the board first here with no outs.
Number 8.
So Bingham comes in and scores, Colley scores, and Mally West again over at third.
Come on, Lady Dog, keep it good.
Fourth in the order now, Kaylin Stewart. Back to the right box we are, no outs, 2-0. The Lady Dogs on the board first. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed here to bring it to 0-1. This young New Waverly team, no seniors and a lot of sophomores working through this season. Having a good start here in this opening bi-district round of the playoffs. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pitch on the rise there by Jenna. Kaylin Stewart, the catcher here, finds herself down 0-2, no outs. Lady Dogs with the advantage, 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Waiting patiently is Mally West over at third. Here's the pitch. This one over to left. That will bring in 1. And an RBI single for Kaylin Stewart. So 4 batters, 4 hits, 3 runs for New Waverly to get started here as we're still in the bottom of the first. No outs, bringing up Gracie Horton. Gracie Horton, a junior here on this team. Shortstop here in the right box, so back-to-back right-handed batters. Here's the pitch on the way. Swung on here to miss. 0-1. Here's the offering, another swing and a miss, 0-2. Kaylin Stewart found herself down 0-2 and then dropped that one over to left a little bit ago to bring in another run. Horton here at 0-2, 5th in the order for New Waverly. Still no outs, bottom of the first, leading 3-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss here, so an 0-3 will bring us to the first out, swinging for Gracie Horton.
Number 12, Caden Fortune.
That'll take us down to the third baseman, number 12, 6th in the order, Caden Fortune. Third right-handed batter in a row here for the Lady Dogs. Fortune, a freshman on this team. Again, a third baseman here for the Lady Dogs. Here's the pitch. This one popped up, may drop into the crowd here. Fans on their feet. Dropped easily. The fans up here, and they'll roll that ball right back down. Count 0-1 on the foul ball by Fortune. On deck, Anna Byler. She'll be 7th in the order. 1 out, 0-1 count here. New Waverly leads 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Here's the delivery. Low, runner will dive back over there on first. Kaylin Stewart, who had that RBI single 4th in the order a few moments ago. She's safe the count, 1-1. So one's across the board here at Splendora High School in this bi-district matchup. Here's the 1-1. Foul tip into the back of the net, takes us to 1-2. Beautiful facility here. We appreciate the folks at Splendora High School for helping us get set up. Always a lot of fun on these playoff games when things get started. 1-2 pitch on the way. This one high up. May drop down over to center, and it will for the second out. Runner will stay back over at first. So Fortune will pop that one over to center for the second out. So after the Lady Dogs go 4 batters on, the last 2, it was Gracie Horton striking out, and then Fortune there with that pop up over to center just a few moments ago. That'll take us down to the right fielder. 7th in the order, Anna Byler. First pitch for a strike, 0-1, 2 away. And Lady Dogs leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Very effective inning here to start for New Waverly. Here's the pitch. This one should drop over to first, and it does. For the third and final out, but not before the damage is done, as the Lady Dogs on the board leading 3-0. We're through 1, and we'll step aside and take a break. Top of the second coming up. We'll be back with more Lady Dog softball here on SHN Sports. Back at it here as we get started. Top of the second. First pitch on the way to Riley Jamison. Right across for a strike. We'll get started 0-1. No outs here for Danbury as we get rolling in the top of the second. Lady Dogs, though, with a very productive first inning with 3 runs on the board. Here's the second pitch. This one over to third. The throw to first in time. 2 pitches, 1 out away we are to get started here in the top of the second. Bring up Brinley Auer.
Next up, number 3, Brinley Auer.
Brinley Auer, the third baseman here for the Danbury Lady Panthers. First pitch drops in as she looks at it. Beautiful pitch in for the strike. It's 0-1 on Auer. Again, I want to welcome you in. Thanks for joining us for Lady Dog playoff softball here on SHN Sports. The 0-1 pitch, swung around, 0-2. Coverage here in the postseason made possible by HITTSS Solutions Player Development, our good friend Robert Lindemann in Huntsville, Texas. Check them out online at HITTSSolutions.com. Swing and a miss for the second out, swinging on Auer. So 2 up, 2 down. 5 in a row retired now, and 1 more coming up here as we are 6th in the order, Jenna Penn. pitcher here, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch on the way from the left hand. A little too close to the inside. It's 1-0. This one rolls foul, 1-1. Again, 1 ball, 1 strike. We are here in the top of the second. 3-0 lead for the Lady Dogs. Danbury bat, though. Here's the next one. Too far to the outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next left-handed delivery. Looked close. Did not get that call from the umpire, though, and it's 3-1. I think some of the New Waverly fans were wanting that one. Did not get it. 3-1 we are. 2 away. Here's the pitch. This one will drop over to second. Routine play to first for the 3rd out. So another 3 up, 3 down inning for the Lady Dogs on the defensive side. We're through 1.5. 3-0 as New Waverly back at bat when we come back. Stay with us. It's Lady Dogs playoff softball on SHN Sports.
Good start.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports tonight. Lady Dogs softball presented by HITTSS Solutions. We're live at Splendora High School here in Southeast Texas. We'll get going here in the bottom of the second. Lady Dogs back at it as we'll go down to the designated player, Ashlyn Sisk. Here's the pitch on the way, too close to the inside. It was just in that box, narrowly missing her foot. The count 1-0. We are 8th in the order. That previous inning for New Waverly started with 4 batters, all with hits, and then it was 3 in a row retired by Jenna Penn, trying to settle in a little bit here. Again, 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the second. Here's the offering from the right hand. This one over to first, and a routine play for the 1st out. So now 4 in a row retired by Penn, going back to the bottom of the 1st.
Bat number 13, Ryan Hayworth.
Ryan Hayworth now here for New Waverly at the bottom of the order. Here's the first pitch to Hayworth. A little high and close to the inside. Early count 1-0, 1 away. That previous inning for New Waverly, they had 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, nobody left on. Currently a 1-0 count here, 1 away in the bottom of the second. Lady Dogs leading 3-0. Here's the delivery. A little high upstairs, good eye right there by Hayworth. balls, no strikes. Again, let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. A lot of folks joining us through the YouTube stream here tonight. It's our privilege to bring you Lady Dog softball here on SHN. Next one, a hitter on that left thigh, and that'll advance her automatically over to first.
Get back. Number 1, Presley Black.
Our girls were good. Well, they'll eat you up.
My apologies. Number 7, Kendall.
That'll take us back to the top of the order. The second baseman, Kendall Bingham. 1 for 1 here tonight. Had the leadoff single and then came around and scored on that 2 RBI triple by Mally West. Runner over at first, 1 away here for New Waverly. After retiring 4 in a row, Jenna Penn there with that pitch that hit Hayworth on the thigh, put her over at first. This pitch way up high, got away. Now will advance Hayworth over to second. Wild pitch there with the runner now over at second is Hayworth. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away here for Bingham. Lights are on here at Splendora High School softball field. It's a beautiful facility. Here's the 1-0. Another one up high. Gets out of the glove again, and the runner will advance over to third now. So Hayworth on back-to-back wild pitches, able to advance around after getting hit by a pitch. She's now over at third. The count 2-0 on Kendall Bingham. Lily Colley in the on-deck circle, patiently waiting. Penn keeps checking the plays there on her left wrist. This pitch clipping the corner for a strike. Finally got the call there and a good pitch, 2-1, as Bingham looked at that one coming across. Next one, foul tip into the back of the net. That'll even us up at 2-2. Time called here as Kendall will step out just for a brief moment. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the bottom of the second. This one popped up, will go over the press box. And the puddle behind us there over the fence. Count will remain 2-2 with 1 away. Here's the 2-2 offering. That one a little too close to the inside. Brings us to the first 3-2 of this ball game. Kendall Bingham, a nice out bat here for Bingham. Payoff pitch coming up with 1 away. Here's the 3-2. Over the inside, the good eye continues for Bingham, and she will advance over to first. So runners now for the Lady Dogs at 1-3, leading 3-0, bottom of the second, 1 away. That'll take a second in the order now. The first baseman, number 5, Lily Colley. 1 for 1 here this afternoon, this early evening.
Next at bat, number 5, Lily Colley.
She singled and then came around and scored again on that Mally West 2 RBI triple back in the first. Penn taking some time here in the circle. Now she'll step up. Here's the delivery. Showing bunt runners. Advancing over. See if the ump will let him. They do. Runner over at second as she took off right as that pitch was delivered. So Bingham with that still base over to second. Runners on 2 and 3 now for the Lady Dogs. 0-1 count here on Lily Colley. 1 away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right at the belt line, too close to the inside. Will even us at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. High up for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Mally West on deck for the Lady Dogs. As Colley again 2-1. Here's the pitch. This one hard hit, one of the hardest hits we've seen, but it goes foul. Over at left field, way over the fence. 2-2. Colley was ready to knock that one out of here. Just went foul though.
Contact, just contact.
Two. This one over to third, takes a drop. Runner is safe at home. She barely got in. Or do they mark her out? Nope, they're going to say she got in. And a runner also trying to get over there to second on the still and will be out. But nonetheless, Kendall Bingham will come in and score. Colley will have the RBI single, but then she was out for the second out of the inning on the stolen base attempt. Bring us down third in the order. Pitcher Mally West here. Had the 2 RBI triple back in the first. And she came around and scored on a Kaylin Stewart RBI single. Katie Hansen out there at right field was having a quick discussion. She is out at right. Kind of that order again. Jenna Penn is in the circle. Grace Bracken is the catcher. Lexi Capadona over at first. At second is Hannah Hodge. Third, Brinley Auer, and over at short, Frankie Brazell. Here's the pitch on the way. First one high to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away on Mally West. Madison Kerrigan, Savannah Hinken, and Katie Hansen from left to right there to set it up for you for Danbury. Lady Dogs leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the second, 2 away. Here's the pitch on the way. This one over to right, should bring in 1. Getting over to first, turning up the juice, over to second. Will she get there in time? Sliding, diving, she's out. But it does bring in another run. As that will bring in Hayworth. And the Lady Dogs with 2 more runs here in the bottom of the second. We'll step aside and take a break. It's all Lady Dogs in this one so far, 5-0 as we go to the top of the third when we come back. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Softball Playoff Edition on SHN Sports. Back at it here on SHN Sports. Thanks for joining us for this playoff edition of New Waverly Lady Dog Softball. We're in game number one, just getting started here as playoff time is upon us here in Southeast Texas. Been a fun one so far as we'll go to the top of the third. Danbury trailing 5-0, first pitch high on Katie Hansen. She is the right fielder, early count 1-0. Here's the next pitch quickly. Too far to the outside, 2-0. Here's the next one by Mally West. Oh, she's putting a lot of heat behind, and that time, a good pitch, but it's just to the outside for a ball. It's 3-0. Here's the next delivery. Far to the outside. Did they call that one? Nope, they're going to say the ump's going to take a look over at first, and they're going to award that as a ball, saying it was just too far to the outside. So 4 pitches will result in Hansen being over at first as she'll reach base on balls. That'll bring up 8th in the order, the first baseman, Lexi Capadonna. Capadonna here, a right-handed batter, stepping in. Mally West pitch on the way. Riser high up. So 5 pitches here, kind of losing a little bit. She'll regroup. It's 1-0, the early count here on Capadonna. Next one again, too close to the inside. She's trying to find that plate, just can't find it here. It's 2-0. Hansen waiting over at first, reached on the walk a few moments ago. And this time painting the corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Here's the next pitch from the left hand. This one will bounce over to short. The throw over to first. Over to reach in an air, and runner will advance over to third. Capadonna will reach on the error. And that will advance Hansen over to third.
Number 23, Hannah Hodge.
Take us out of the bottom of the order, batting 9th, the second baseman, Hannah Hodge. So after retiring 6 in a row, now 2 runners getting on here for Danbury. The Lady Panthers trail 5-0, top of the third. Here's the left-handed pitch. Rise ball gets in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Next pitch over to first. That should bring one in, and it does. They are 1 away. So Hansen will come in and score.
Next up, bat number 14, Madison Kerrigan.
And Capadonna over at second. Take us back to the top of the order, Madison Kerrigan. 0 for 1. First pitch on the way is a ball. It's 1-0. Next one, swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch there. Bring us to 1-1, one across the board. Next pitch, did not get the call there. It was just to the outside corner. Went over a little far there, and it's 2-1. Next one goes foul off the third base line. That'll even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lights are on here at Splendora High School softball complex. The clouds have rolled in, still seeing that dark blue behind us, the storms that are coming in later tonight. This one a foul ball off the first base side. The count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one just out of the reach of the second baseman. It's a good effort down there. Runner will not come in and score, though. She'll sit tall over at third. Runners in the hot corners is Capadonna over to third. And Kerrigan with a single over to first. Still one away here, top of the third, but a little bit of life now for the Lady Panthers. Pitch on the way to Hinken. Runner will take off, trying to steal over to second. She will easily get there in scoring position as Kerrigan. 0-1 on Hinken. The left-handed batter trying to show bunt here and pulls back. Here's the next pitch. This one over to short, trying to field it, throw over to first, not going to be in time, and a run will come in and score here now. It's Hinken.
Next up to bat, number 22, Frankie Brazel.
The RBI single, so that'll bring Capadonna for Danbury will get on for the first time here tonight. Swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. 0-1, one away. 5-2 the score as Danbury with 2 runs here in the top of the third. Next pitch a little high to the outside at 1-1. This pitch high to the outside again, take us to 1-1. Actually, it should be 2-1. Here's the next offering. Swing and a miss. That'll even us at 2-2. Carrying over at third. Hinken at second after she had the RBI single a moment ago, and then stealing back over to second. Next pitch on the way is the ball to bring us to a full count at 3-2. Frankie Vazel here at 3-2. Here's the pitch. This one popped up into the air, will go foul off that third baseline, drops off the top of the dugout of the Lady Dogs, and that'll keep us full at 3-2. So again, just one out here. New Waverly leading 5-2 in the top of this third inning. Some life here for the Lady Panthers. Here's the pitch. This one over to short. Runner was there. That may bring in 2, and it'll be a 1-run game, and it is. So on a payoff pitch, the 2 RBI single for Brazel, that will bring in Kerrigan and Hinken. And just like that, it's 5-4. So 4 marks on the board with 1 out here in the top of the third by Danbury. Riley Jamison 0 for 1 today as she grounded one over to second back in the second inning. For the first out, a little bit of chatter going on here now for New Waverly.
Good job, Coach.
Allie West having a discussion there as her catcher came up to talk to her, Kaylin Stewart. Umpires are having a discussion out there on that third base line. Again, want to welcome you in. Thanks for joining us on this bi-district playoff matchup between New Waverly and Danbury tonight here on SHN Sports. This game is made possible by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions in Huntsville. Mr. Robert Lindemann, Player Development. As he coaches baseball, helps players reach their potential. You can check them out online at HITTSSolutions.com. That's HITTSS Solutions.com.
Good call, Luke. Good call, Luke.
I think the umpires will keep it where it is. The New Waverly fans aren't happy with it after the discussion, but things will remain where they stand. It's 5-4. The Lady Dogs with the 1 mark advantage here in the top of the 3rd, but Danbury again with 4 runs. And still having a discussion here with the umpire.
That's why we had 4 umpires out there. That's why they had 4 umpires out there. 4 umpires. They called it.
Some of the fans having a little chatter here back and forth. A friendly chatter as we still are having those discussions down there.
4 umpires, 3 of them called it.
And they're going to have another discussion here.
You're wrong. 3 of them called it. You're wrong.
The fans here wanting this thing to get moving again. They're continuing to discuss this, and then we'll break through. Riley Jamison just saying, when do I get to bat? She'll finally step up here for the moment. As we'll go 4th in the order. Runner now for Razzle over there at 3rd, who steps in is Madison Kerrigan. Actually, it is Kerrigan over there at 3rd. Razzle will advance over to 2nd.
Good job, Valley!
So next pitch on the way. This one goes foul off the 3rd base side. We'll take one of those runs off then. I thought she came in, but they did do that. So we'll set it 3 runs instead of 4. See if they get that figured out here in just a few moments. I got confused as well. My apologies. Riley Jamison here on a 3-2. We'll get it cleared up here in just a moment. We apologize for the confusion. So they did take that run off. It is 5-3. Here's the pitch. High to the outside. So as it stands, Kerrigan is over at 3rd.
Let's go! Get her out! Get her out! Right there, Molly!
Here's the next pitch. Say it's actually 2-2 here on Riley Jamison. I mean, a while ago it looked like he said 3-2. We're going to call it 2-2. My apologies, folks. Over to left. This one drops in the glove. She's out. For the 2nd out. And the 3rd and final out it is as well. I apologize, folks. That one got a little confusing. And I'm trying to shake off some of the rust here myself. It's been over a year since I've called baseball and softball. But that's where we stand, 5-3, as we'll wrap up the top of the 3rd. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. The Lady Dogs will have it right back here coming up. In the bottom of the 3rd, we're through 2.5. All right, friends, welcome back at it here. New Waverly Lady Dog softball on SHN Sports by District. Opening round of the playoffs underway. We'll go fourth in the order. The catcher, Kaylin Stewart. An RBI single back in the first.
Yeah.
There's a pitch on the way to the inside. Too close, 1-0. Guess they fixed the score up there too. And again, my apologies, man. Everything just kind of got washed around there earlier. It was only 2 runs back in the top of the third. I was following my score sheet, but looking up at the board, they had the board wrong. My score sheet was right. It is 5-2. Here we are in the bottom of the third. High upstairs, 2-0. Jenna Penn in the circle. That's what the officials were having that discussion earlier. And again, I had it right on the score sheet, but I was looking up at the scoreboard and thought, okay, well, maybe I was wrong. I think that was a problem with a lot of the confusion. 5-2 we are. Here's the next pitch on the way. That one hits the foot. And Kaylin will reach. And she was hit by a pitch. Take us fifth in the order. Shortstop Gracie Horton. Horton struck out swinging for the first out, back in the first.
Come on, Gracie! Let's go! Let's play!
Gracie will step into the box. Jenna Penn in the circle, looking down again at that left wrist for the plays from her catcher back there, Grace Bracken. A little bit of time called here for the moment as Horton will step out. Now she's back in. Here's the offering. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Stewart over at first, hit by a pitch a few moments ago.
Come on, Gracie, make it count!
Now the 0-1. Placing bunt, pops up into the air, and boy, what a catch right there by Grace Bracken as she took a dive on that first base line and made that grab. It's all smiles with her and her teammates, and give that young lady credit.
Bat number 12, Kate Fortune.
Hayden Fortune now 6 in the order, the third baseman here for New Waverly. She's 0 for 1. Popped one up over to center for the second out back in the first. 5-2, Lady Dogs with the 3-run advantage here in the bottom of the third. Here's Penn, the delivery on the way. This one, will it drop over to short? It does. Grabbed by Brazel out there at short for the second out.
Up to bat number 6, Anna Byler.
Takes down the right fielder, 7th in the order as we start the bottom of the order. The right fielder, Anna Byler. She is 0 for 1. Line one over to first for the third and final out back in that first inning after the Lady Dogs put up 3. Time called here by Byler. She'll step out of the right box, takes one swing, and now back in. Here's the offering from the right hand. This one over to short, takes a hop. And a force out over at second for the third and final out as Stewart is out over there. So in that inning for the Lady Dogs, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, one left on. We'll step aside, take a break. We are through 2.5. It's 5-2. Lady Dogs with the advantage. We'll be back here in just a few moments here on SHN Sports. It's New Waverly Lady Dog Softball.
Come on.
number 3, Brindley Hour.
Come on, Lady Dogs!
Back at it here on SHN Sports. Thanks for joining us for New Waverly Lady Dogs softball. Made possible by our good friend Robert Lindemann at HITTSS Solutions. We'll start 5, 6, and 7 here for the Lady Panthers of Danbury. First pitch on the way, across the plate for a strike. It's 0-1 on Brindley Hour. 0 for 1 today. She struck out swinging on an 0-2 for the second out, back in the second. Left-handed batter. Here's the left-handed pitch on the way. Just clipped the corner for a strike. It's 0-2. It's Mally West getting back into her rhythm now for the Lady Dogs in the circle. Here's the 0-2. Rise Paul got her for the first out.
Up to bat number 13, Jenna Penn.
6 in the order. It's the pitcher Jenna Penn. She is 0 for 1. Grounded one over to second for the third and final out, back in the second. First pitch on the way this time, out of the reach on a 1-0. Early ball here to right-handed batter. Next pitch. Across the plate there for the strike. It's 1-1. A lot of folks joining us throughout the YouTube channels. Let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. Here's the 1-1. Called strike, 1-2. Foul tip, stay alive on the at-bat on a 1-2.
Hey, get out of deal now, get out of deal!
Ball here a little bit too low. Take us to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next one will find a gap over at right, and that's a 1-out single here for Jenna Penn. Start the bottom of the order now. We'll go 7, 8, and 9. The right fielder, Katie Hansen. Reached on a walk back in the third and then came around and scored one of the 2 runs back in the top.
Next up to bat, number 6, Katie Hansen.
Katie Hansen, left-handed batter here for Danbury. There's the first pitch on the way. Placing bunt, rolls up to the circle. The throw to first is in time for the second out. Great job by Mally West over to Collie for the second out. Runner will advance, though, as Penn over to second.
To bat, number 12, Lexi Capadonna.
There's Lexi Capadonna, the first baseman. 8th in the order. She reached on air and came around and scored that second run back of the third.
Come on, Lady Dogs, get dirty!
Right here, get her out.
Good, Ted.
Pitch on the way, but it was just outside the corner for a ball, 1-0.
Let's go, right here, dogs.
Next pitch, this one over to the circle again, routine play, and that'll take us to the third and final out. So back-to-back circle over to first. Good job by Mally West over to Collie. And that will take us through 3 in that inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We'll step aside, take a break. More Lady Dog softball coming your way here on SHN Sports. Stay with us, top of the 4th coming up when we come back. Back at it, about to get underway through 3.5, not through 4. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up here, as we will start 8, 9, and 1 for New Waverly. Ashlyn Skiss gets things started here for the Lady Dogs, and it'll go to Hayworth at the bottom, and then back up top to Bingham.
Next is back for the Lady Bulldogs, number 13, Ryan Hayward.
Come on, let it go!
Apologies, number 14, Ashlyn Sis.
So here's Ashlyn Sis, go for 1 today as she popped one up over to first for the first out back in the 2nd. We are here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch on the way. Too close to the inside. No, they're going to say a pain in the corner on a late called strike. It's 0-1. No away here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch on the way across the plate for a strike. Good pitch there by Penn. It's 0-2. The next offering. This one foul into the back of the net. That bat stays alive here for Sis, 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. That next pitch was out of the reach. Here's a 1-2, no outs. On its way. Just over the glove, staying high, 2-2. Next one on the way. Up high. Take us to a full count at 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Penn on the way. Too close to the inside, and Sisk will reach on a walk. Take a spot on the order, Ryan Hayworth.
Number 13, Ryan Hayward.
Let's go, Ryan.
Hayworth was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. After 2 wild pitches, eventually came around and scored back in that 2nd. 5-2 the score. Lady Dogs with the 3-run advantage here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch by Penn, showing bunt. Runner will run back over to first. Sisk, who reached just a few moments ago. It's a good at-bat for her to stay alive and then eventually reaching on a walk. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. There's the right-handed pitch. Across the plate. Called strike, 0-2 on Ryan Hayworth.
Contact.
Here's the 0-2. Time high up, runner. Will she get back in time? No, she's out for the first out. Caught stealing. little 1-2 punch right there by Danbury. Hayworth also swung around for the second out. Take us back to the top of the order.
Bat number 7, Kendall Bingham.
Go to Kendall Bingham here.
Let's go,
Bingham
Kendall.
1 for 1. She scored 2 runs. Had the leadoff single back in the first. Came around and scored on that 2 RBI triple by Mally West. Reached on a walk, a stolen base, and then an RBI single by Colley brought her in the second. And she'll take a little bit of time. Again, 5-2 is where we sit. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Base runners, girls, base runners.
Here's the pitch. This one foul to the back of the net. It's 0-1 early count here on Kendall Bingham.
Hi, Kendall.
Jennifer Penn with the 0-1. High up, 1-1. Bingham let that one come across. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th.
Get out.
Good job, Kendall.
Next delivery on the way to the outside. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Another one too high up. Make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Nice hitter's count here for Kendall Bingham as she's keeping her eye astray. 3-1, 2 away. Bottom of the 4th we are. Again, the Lady Dogs leading 5-2. Here's a 3-1 offering. Foul tip, bring it to 3-2. The payoff pitch coming up here. Kendall Bingham faced one earlier in that second and reached on a walk. Here's the pitch. Close to the inside, and for the second consecutive at-bat for this young lady, she will reach on a walk.
Base runners, all we need, base runners.
2 outs, bottom of the 4th. We'll go second in the order, the first baseman, Lily Colley. Colley tonight 2 for 2. Singled in the first, came around and scored off the West 2 RBI. Singled back in the second, stolen base over a second. And left stranded there in that inning. And she'll step back into the box. Again, 5-2. Lady Dogs with the advantage by 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the delivery. This one hard hit over to left. It's going to go foul. A couple of those from Colley tonight. The second one, and the second one's a foul. Let's get that thing over to the right just a little bit. And she'd have a couple out of the park here so far tonight. It's 0-1 though as it sits there on the foul.
Straighten it out. Come on, Lily. Go 5. Let's go get one.
Just received an update that there's storms already in the Huntsville area about an hour away. Here's the 0-1. Another hard hit, and another one goes foul off that left side. It's 0-2. My better half, Bridget, listening and watching. Love you, sweetheart, with our daughter, Braylon. Also, my wonderful mother from Georgetown, Shirley Hip, joining us here tonight. Quite a few people here on the YouTube stream. Let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you, whether you're for New Waverly. Although we broadcast for New Waverly, we always want the visiting teams to feel welcome. So those of you cheering on the Lady Panthers, we welcome you into the broadcast as well. It's 0-2, 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. High here, good eye. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lily Colley. Be right back at it tomorrow around noon here. Make sure you join us back. We'll have a new link, so make sure to subscribe to the SHN Sports channel where we'll keep you up to date. 1-2, 2 away as Penn will look again to her left wrist. From the circle, here's the pitch from the right hand. Another good eye to even the count at 2-2. These dark clouds starting to move their way ever closer here to Splendora High School. We'll keep an eye on that. We're only here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Eye to the chin, it's 3-2. Again, let us know you're out there. Send a comment if you can. We'll get to those as this game goes on. Cheering on these young ladies. Successful season for both these teams here in the first round, game one of the bi-district playoffs. Now the payoff on the way, this one. But a short, will it drop in that Bermuda Triangle? No, it will not. Madison Carrigan gets the grab over there at left for the third and final out. In that inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left on. We are through four, top of the fifth coming up. It's 5-2 Lady Dogs. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Lady Dog Softball on SHN Sports. Welcome back at it. Thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports. It's Lady Dog Playoff Softball facing the Danbury Lady Panthers. We are in the top of the fifth, 5-2, New Waverly with the advantage. A lot of good folks out here tonight from both sides. Catching up some with New Waverly friends earlier. A lot of folks making a journey from Danbury. I was talking to one family earlier. They said, you know, it should have only been about an hour or so, and it took them 2 to get here. We were a little bit late because of our accident in Conroe. We pray that everybody was okay in that situation that we passed, but great night here, but weather threatening in Splendora, Texas. We'll try to get through this one. Top of the fifth we are. We'll get started here. Danbury, the Lady Panthers back at bat. And we'll go 9-1-2. It's the second baseman, Hannah Hodge. 0 for 1. First out back in the third, that crazy third. Valley West remains in the circle for New Waverly. Here's the pitch from the left hand. A lot of speed behind it. Across the plate for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the next delivery. Quickly at it. This one just foul off the first baseline. Collie there to corral it, but it was already foul. It's 0-2. Welcome you out. Welcome you to come back tomorrow here for more of this action. Game 3, if necessary, will follow Game 2 tomorrow. It's 0-2, no outs. Here's the pitch. Pop foul, 0-2. Count remains as it goes into the backstop off the first base side. These young ladies working hard all season to get here to this point. Normally for a team, too, when you have seniors, it's a bittersweet season. But for these Lady Dogs, no seniors on the roster this year. A very young team poised to make a good run here in the playoffs. Next pitch on the way is a ball. It's 1-2. Appreciate Nathan Hyde also here to help tonight. Here's the 1-2. Across the plate. Got her for the strikeout. Yeah, she looked at that one coming across for the first out. And it's 3 in a row retired, going back to the fourth here from Valley West.
Up to bat, number 14, Madison Carrigan.
Go back to the top of the order. It's the left fielder, Madison Carrigan. Carrigan is 1 for 2 here tonight. First pitch just out of her reach. Quickly on the delivery is West. It's 1-0. Kerrigan. First out, back leading off. This one over to short, throw to first in time. She's out.
Good job, Lily.
Porting over to Kali for the second out.
Good job, Brian.
Next up to bat, number 2, Savannah Hinken.
One more, Lady Dogs.
Second in the order, the center fielder, Savannah Hinken. RBI single back in the third. This one, though, swung late, foul off the first baseline as it'll roll up to the backstop. It's 0-1. A little bit of a chill in the air, too, as these storms, the wind pushes ahead of them. Had some severe weather in central Texas a little bit earlier today. Some golf ball-sized hail reported just outside the Austin area, and that's the same line of storms that's moving this way. Here's a third pitch. This one foul to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The second pitch was a ball. It's 1-2. The third was a strike. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for the third and final out as Mally West coming alive here for the Lady Dogs in the 5th. It's a 1-2-3 kind of inning. 5-2 score remains. As we'll step aside and take a break, stay with us. A lot more to come here on SHN Sports. This game brought to you by our good friends at HITTSS Solutions. Robert Lindemann and HITTSS Solutions Player Development. We'll be back in a moment here on SHN Sports. Welcome back at it, friends. Thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports. New Waverly Danbury Lady Dogs versus the Lady Panthers here tonight in this bi-district matchup. The 2023 softball season. Nothing like a little high school softball to get you going here on a Friday night. Back at it tomorrow on Saturday, right back here at Splendora High School. Make sure to join us into the New Waverly community. Thanks for allowing me to be a very small part of this game here today. Wanted to get out there earlier and call some games, just didn't have that opportunity. Beautiful bride and I moved back from Fargo, North Dakota to be back in the Huntsville area. Had a blessed year to call for North Dakota State in men's basketball and football, and also for Sam Houston for a few years, but glad to be back at high school and covering these kiddos. It's all about promoting them and their hard work and their efforts throughout the season, and that's what it comes down to here tonight. We'll go 3, 4, and 5 to start here. It's Mally West, the pitcher for your Lady Dogs. We're here in the bottom of the 5th, 5-2, New Waverly with the lead. This one on the way, way up into the air, kind of out of our view, and it is caught in foul territory for the first out. That was a third baseman over there. I believe it was Brinley Auer making the grab.
Next up to bat, number 8, Kaylin Stewart.
Take us fourth in the order. The catcher, number 8, Kaylin Stewart. 1 for 1 today. Had a RBI single back in the first, hit by a pitch left stranded in the third. Back to a right-handed batter here is Chinapin in the circle. Been up 5 here, but she's done great over the last 2. This one swung on. Pop foul, rolls off back off the third base line. It's 0-1, the early count here on Kaylin Stewart. I want to welcome you in. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us here. The lights glistening over the field here at Splendora High School Athletic Complex. Beautiful facility, by the way, and we appreciate the folks here for allowing us to be here and also for hosting these two teams here tonight. 1-1 as Penn steps back in, winds up. Here's the delivery. 0-2. That one clipped just across the plate. So appreciate Nathan Height helping to run score, kind of multitasking. Took a while to figure out, you know, how we're going to get this bad boy going. We got it going, Nathan. Here's the 0-2. This one foul over the net. It'll go well over the press box and bounces over the fence behind us. Way off that first base line. Count remains 0-2. At bat stays alive here for Kaylin Stewart, the catcher. Here's the 0-2. Close to the inside, and a great eye right there by Stewart. 1 ball and 2 strikes keeps her alive here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 pitch on the way. High, there it goes, and 2-2. Look at Nathan, we may should have brought our jackets tonight. Starting folks have blankets here tonight. They do, they check the weather. Two-two pitch on the way. This one, hard hit foul. Boy, Coach Dixon almost had a one-handed grab over there in the dugout. A little smile over there. The fans, New Waverly fans, that's what the O's were. She had a nice conversation with the third base ump over there. It's 2-2. Count remains 1 away. 5-2. Lady Dogs up front here in the bottom of the 5th. Did their damage in the first with 3 runs, 2 in the second, but they've been held scoreless in the 3rd and 4th. So through the last 7 innings, scoreless. 1 away, nobody on. Jenna Penn in the circle. She'll deliver. This one just out of the reach of the third baseman. She'll run over to first. And it's a 1-out single for Kaylin Stewart. So on base all 3 times here tonight for Stewart.
Number 3, Gracie Horton.
That'll take us down 5th in the order. The shortstop, it's Gracie Horton. Horton 0 for 2, struck out swinging on an 0-2 back in the first for the first out. And then there was that miraculous grab out there by Grace Bracken there, the catcher, who dove on the first baseline. Got her out for the first out back in the 3rd. A little bit of time called here for the moment by Gracie.
Good job, Gracie.
She'll settle down, takes a quick swing, and she'll step back into the box on the right side. Here's the delivery. Hit her on the left thigh, and she'll reach.
Keep going, girls. Keep going.
Next up to bat, number 12, Kaden Fortune.
The second hit by pitch here is the batter will reach over there, so that will force Stewart over to second, Horton at first, and we'll go 6th in the order, the third baseman, Kaden Fortune. Who's looking to strike gold here with runners on 1 and 2, 3-run advantage, 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Again, I want to remind you, hit that subscribe button on SHN Sports. It is our privilege and honor to bring you this game here tonight. Here's the pitch. This one popped up into the air, maybe catchable in foul territory. The third baseman does make that grab. Brinley Auer. That's her second grab in foul territory here in this inning alone, and a second out.
Next up to bat, number 6, Anna Byler.
Take us down 7th in the order, the right fielder, Anna Byler. Line went over to first base for the 3rd and final out back in the 3rd. After Waverly got those 3 runs earlier. Jenna Penn again checking that left arm where she has the plays written. She'll deliver here. This one swung on late, foul. Just into the corner of the student section over there. The Shriner University players here tonight. Used to broadcast a little Southwestern softball in the D3 days in Georgetown in the same conference as Shriner. It's good to have those girls here tonight. Here's the 0-1. Top foul, rolling, no, it stays fair on the third. Trying to beat this one out, will not get there in time. The throw in time for the third and final out. So a little bit of momentum there, but came to a stop for New Waverly. As no runs in that inning, they do get one hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We'll step aside and take a break, friends. We're through 5. The Lady Dogs with a 3-run advantage. We'll see if Danbury can answer the call here. They put up 2 runs back in the third. Since then, they have been scoreless with 2 runs on the board. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More New Waverly Lady Dog softball brought to you by HITTSS Solutions Player Development when we come back here on SHN. Welcome back at it here on SHN Sports. By District opening round of the playoffs, live from Splendora High School here in Southeast Texas. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us. We'll bring you Lady Dogs softball here throughout the postseason run. Looking in good shape right now as we go into the top of the 6th inning. A 3-run advantage, 5-2. Mally West remains in the circle, giving up just those 2 runs back in the third. She has retired 5 in a row, going back to the 4th.
Next up to bat,
3 up, 3 down kind of inning.
Frankie Brazel.
And we'll start here with Frankie Brazel to get going. 3, 4, and 5 for Danbury. Again, welcome into any Danbury fans that are joining us here tonight. And of course, the New Waverly Lady Dog fans that are here. We're privileged to bring you these. I'll also be calling New Waverly football this season, so excited about that. Getting back to my high school roots and privileged to bring this action to our small communities that deserve it just as much as anyone else. Early count here, 1-0 on Brazel. Here's the next pitch. The quick delivery by West. It was a good pitch. Fans liked it. It was fast, but just out of the corner, it's 2-0.
Come on, Lady Dogs, knock it down.
Appreciate Coach Dean Schwab and all the great work that they do at New Waverly. Also Coach Dixon for allowing us to be here tonight to cover this team for New Waverly. 3-0, 3 quick pitches. It's 3 balls here for Mally West. Here's the next delivery. This time the strike. It's 3-1 right across the plate. Next pitch on the way. They call ball there, and she's going to reach on a walk. My goodness. It's on a 3-1. Brazel will reach. That'll take us 4th in the order. Riley Jamison, designated player. 0 for 2 so far tonight for the Lady Panthers. Taking a few moments to adjust her glove and her helmet. Calls time with that right hand. Now taps her bat. The ritual complete. On the plate, and here we go. The delivery just gets out of the reach of Stewart, the catcher. Runner will advance over to second. It is a ball, 1-0. Riley Jamison here for the Lady Panthers. Their 4th run at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Brazel over at second. Here's the pitch. Out to the outside. It's 2-0 for Mally West. Welcome in any family members as well. Thanks for joining us. Here's the 2-0. Over to center. This one drops right in front. That is a base hit. And the runners now at the corners, 1 and 3. Brazel over to third. Jamison over to first. Good hit there by her. Dropped just in front of the center fielder for New Waverly.
Next up, that we have number 3, Ridley Howard.
bring up Brinley Auer, the third baseman. Swung on this one. West trying to dive in the circle. The throw is there in time, but that will bring in one. So Brazil will come in and score. Auer is out, but she will get the RBI. And Jamison advancing over to second.
13, Jenna Penn.
Take us down to the pitcher 6 in the order, Jenna Penn. She is 1 for 2 tonight. Grounded one over to second for the third out back in the second, then singled and left stranded at second back in the fourth. First on the way, though, is a strike, called strike 0-1.
Let's go, Melly. Right here.
Here's the 0-1 offering. Cross the plate for a strike, it's 0-2. West trying to keep her rhythm alive here, or get back into rhythm rather. Here's the next pitch. High upstairs it goes, 1-2. Riser just a little bit too high on that rise ball.
Be ready. Get under it.
Top of the 6, 5-3. Tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch. Almost swung around, but pulled back just in the nick of time. Give her a ball here, it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Across the plate for a strike. She looked at it for the second out here.
Next batter, number 6, Katie Hansen.
Nice job.
And that'll take us to the bottom of the order. Starting the bottom of the order, Katie Hansen. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Love how quick the delivery is by Mally West as well. She did not sit around and wait. Here's the next pitch. Just a little bit to the outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 away.
Let's go. Let's work, team.
Here's the 1-1, swung on over to third baseman. Throw to first. Got her out. How about that work by Fortune? Throwing some gold over to Kylie at first for the third and final out. In that inning, though, 1 run was scored on 1 hit. No errors, and 1 left on base. It's 5-3. We're through 5.5. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Stay with us. More exciting New Waverly softball brought to you by HITTSS Solutions Player Development when we return here on SHN Sports. Back at it here on SHN Sports. Thanks for joining us. Lady Dogs softball by-district opening round of the playoffs. We are here at Splendora High School in Southeast Texas, 5-3. New Waverly with the slight advantage as we get going here again in the bottom of the 6th. New Waverly putting up 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, but then been scoreless in the last 3. And they'll try to break that right here in the bottom of this 6th inning. We'll get started 8th in the order. We'll go 8, 9, and 1 as Ashlyn Sisk will step in to the box here. Sisk so far tonight.
Let's go, Ashley.
In the 4th, she reached on a walk, but then was out, caught stealing for the first out. She'll call a bit of time here for the moment. Takes 1 swing, gets a little routine down, another swing, a little bunt place, and now she'll step back in. In that right box, here's the delivery. Too close to the knees, it's 1-0. And a pin in the circle. Bracken, her catcher for the Lady Panthers. Here's the next delivery. This one hit foul, bounced off the third base dirt, back into the backstop.
Let's go, Ashley.
Take us to 1 ball and 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Boy, and if you made it through that third with us, thanks for staying with us. Took a while to work out the kinks. Here in the bottom of the 6th, here's the pitch. This one popped up. Will it drop? Nope. Third baseman Hour. She's been busy over the last few innings and able to make a run at that one near the third base line for the first out. Take us to the bottom of the order. It's Ryan Hayworth.
Next up to bat, we have number 13, Ryan Hayworth.
Hayworth 9th in the order. 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch, came around and scored, though, back in the 2nd. Eventually, after 2 more wild pitches, got her over to the 3rd, and then struck out swinging for the 2nd out on an 0-2 pitch back in the 4th. 5-3 Lady Dogs with a 2-run advantage here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the delivery. Just on the corner as it came across, 0-1. Hayworth here going to have a quick chat with Coach Dixon off that third base side. And appreciate New Waverly ISD. Coach Dixon chatted with her a little bit earlier. We'll have an interview with her tomorrow before game 2. And also Coach Schaub and all the fine folks in New Waverly ISD. A privilege to be here and cover these girls. Also going to try to get some of the baseball games in as well. Boys doing extremely well this year. And then starting in the fall, we will have New Waverly softball. First time getting video coverage. We'll bring it right here on SHN Sports. We want to highlight our student athletes where we can. Here's the 0-1 after she steps back in. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Next pitch on the way. Oh, they're going to say she looked at that one. It was a riser, and it just got in there for the 2nd out as she looked at it coming across. Tough break there for Hayworth. We'll go back to the top of the order. It's the 2nd baseman, Kendall Bingham.
Number 7, Kendall Bingham.
Kendall Bingham, her 4th at-bat of this game. Scored on her first 2 at-bats. And that leadoff single came around and scored on the 2 RBI triple by Mally West. Back in the 1st, reached on a walk in the 2nd, stolen base, and then Colley's RBI single brought her in. And then reached on a walk on a 3-2 payoff. Here's the first pitch to her. Goes foul off that first base side. Bounces just off the coach there in the box. Again on that payoff pitch back in the 4th. Reached on the walk, but she was left stranded. Early count here, though, 0-1, 2 away, bottom of the 6th. Lady Dogs holding on to the 2-run advantage, 5-3. Here's the pitch. This one over. Will it drop? Nope. The 2nd baseman, Hannah Hodge, making a run and a grab for the 3rd and final out. So it's a 1-2-3 kind of inning for Jenna Penn as she is starting to find her rhythm. Lady Dogs 5-3. And a final opportunity here tonight as we go to the top of the 7th for the Danbury Lady Panthers. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More Lady Bulldog softball on SHN Sports, brought to you by HITTSS Solutions when we come back.
Right, and that's what Sean was he was telling me, like, they were actually showing, like, Harley's team. His mom was supposed to give me a text from there. Richie team. Like, they're going to host I'm going to host,
All right, friends, here we go. Top of the 7th as we get things rolling here. 5-3. Danbury Lady Panthers with their final opportunity here, and New Waverly trying to hold on. Mally West in the circle.
3 up, 3 down, knock it down, girl.
As we will go 8, 9, and 1 to get things rolling here in the top of the 7th. The first pitch on the way. Across the plate for a strike. It's 0 and 1. Lexi Cardone. Capadonna 1. 0 and 1. This one getting a little bit away. Up. Did the throw get there in time? Yes, it did. One away we are.
Next up to bat, number 23, Hannah Hodge.
Hannah Hodge, bottom of the order.
Let's go. 3 up, 3 down.
Hodge 0 for 2, struck out looking for the first out, back in the 5th. First pitch on the way across the plate for the strike. It's 0 and 1. Mally West, the sophomore, in the circle. Next pitch across as well. It's 0 and 2. Very young and talented Lady Bulldog team trying to get game 1. Next pitch on the way, a little too low. Called ball 1-2. Next pitch. Call it a ball. Oh, wow. I think there for the moment, everybody thought, even me up here thought, okay. She looked at that one coming across, but the ump says no. It's 2 and 2. Well, this one swung on here. Late swing. Keeps the at-bat alive, though. Give this young lady credit. 2 and 2. One away. Nobody on. 5-3. Lady Bulldogs here with the slight advantage. In the top of the 7th we are. Here's Mally West. Next one. Swing and a miss for the second out.
Next up to bat, number 14, Madison Kerrigan.
First one on the way is a strike. 0 and 1. Back to the top of the order. Madison Kerrigan. Here's the 0-1 from the left hand. A little too far to the outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, foul, hard hit. That one will go just outside the practice cage. 1 and 2. New Waverly 1 strike away from taking game 1 here in the bi-district round. Mally West, the sophomore in the circle. Here's the delivery on its way. Foul tip off the first, and he'll stay alive at 1 and 2. Does Madison Kerrigan. Next one foul, goes behind the fans. Still 1 and 2, 2 away. Valley West trying to say good night. Here it is. Over to the circle. West, flip, tip. There it is. Game 1 in the books for the Lady Dogs of New Waverly as they win tonight 5-3. Well, make sure to join us again tomorrow night. Thank you to everyone who tuned into this one. We will be back at it. Nathan Height helping to produce. I'm Rob Hipp. And we will have game 2 coming up tomorrow. Make sure to check SHN Sports. We'll have that live link posted as well. Coming up here a little bit later this evening or early tomorrow morning. And that will wrap it up as New Waverly takes game 1 in the best of 3 game series here in the bi-district opening round. A big thank you to Robert Lindemann at HITTSS Solutions for making our broadcast possible here tonight. And again, we will be back at it tomorrow with more New Waverly Lady Dog softball here on SHN Sports. And again, HITTSS Solutions Player Development helping to make this one possible tonight. Friends, as I end every single broadcast, I want to remind you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until tomorrow, good night. And